Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we arm our missiles as we go over the Cobra Night Attack 4WD Stinger and Driver from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the G.I. Joe Classified series Cobra Night Attack 4WD Stinger and Driver. On the top of the box we have the Cobra logo over here and the numbers right over here. On the bottom of the box we have all the legalese you'll ever need and barcodes looking good. On one side we have the number, the logo, and the driver holding a weapon. And on the other side we have logos, QR codes, stats, numbers, the driver himself, as well as the background looking nice over here with the Cobra logo. And on the back we have the number, the name, the accessories, as well as the driver and the stinger over here. Several points of interest, stats, legalese, and a cool background looks really nice. Now let's take a look at the Cobra Night Attack 4WD Stinger and Driver. The Stinger's head sculpt is one we've seen before, I believe on one of the other many Cobra Troopers we've seen throughout the G.I. Joe Classified series line. The color scheme is nice with that gray, as well as this nice texturing over here pretty much all the way around. Very nicely done with the mask too, and the eyes are really intense. And we do get a swivel over here, as well as up pretty nice and down pretty far with a good pivot. Great head sculpt. The body looks directly taken from both the Cobra Island Trooper as well as the Cobra Officer. Very nicely done over here with all the pieces being used. The harness looks really nice over here. The texturing is very good for all pieces over here, and the belt's very nice too, but it does kind of ride up a little bit too high. I like the subtle dark hit of red over here, this hit of red over here, and this spider logo, that's really creepy and scary. I don't like that. The gloves are nice too with good texturing, as well as the texturing for the gray pieces over here. We do get back this far, forward this far, swivel over here, pretty much all the way around. We also get up this far, down this far, all the way around with a butterfly joint going over here, as well as a swivel over here for the arm and a double hinged pinned elbow, sadly. We get a swivel over here for the glove, as well as a swivel over here for the wrist going down and then up. It's kind of gummy and hard to work out, and I don't want to break it. And the same on the other side, but just up and down instead of side to side. Again, not working that well, and the elbow works less because of this strap over here with the scary spider. The legs are alright at best. I do like how there's no gray on this, and it's just plain old black and light gray, which is very nicely done. The knee pads look wonderful with a shine, and the boots look nice too with that sort of faux leather look. They really come far with their texturing. This is super well done, and the pants too. Look at that. Look at that. It's amazing. Then we have a drop down hip with up pretty far, back pretty far, all the way back over here. Very nice. And then down with a swivel up here, swivel down here, then down this far, up this far. The detents are really heavy on this, so not that much, and then you get a pivot and then two peg holes upon the feet. And to complete the look for this driver, we have a helmet for him, of course. It looks very nice. We've seen this before, but it's good to see again. He also comes with a knife that looks very nice, and I like the red. It's really well done, and the blade is cool too. The pistol we've seen before has a little hole for effects and fits very nicely in the hand. You can fit the pistol in the holster on his side and the knife in the sheath on this side. He also comes with this weapon we've seen before, and it's very nicely done. I do like how it looks, and it also has a removable and reattachable magazine that's very nice, and pretty much the same with this one with the removable magazine going in over there. I like the little hint of red, but it could use a bit more for me. I'm just not a fan of how these magazines stick out, though. It's kind of awkward. There's also a red holster you can place into this notch in the back. It looks really good. I'm loving the red in this figure. It really pops. And you can also place this weapon in here pretty nicely. It is hard to get in there. Just shove that in, and there we go, I guess. And while this weapon won't really fit in or come out, it's kind of stuck in there. I'm not sure what's going on with this, but it's kind of a bummer. You can also fit the magazine right over here, but yeah, it doesn't really have anything for this, so that's kind of a bummer as well. I hate this. This is really not that great. But in a brighter spot, he also comes with a can of fire extinguisher. It looks really good over here. I like the yellow. It's a good pop away from the red. And of course, a shovel that looks really nice. I like these shovels. They're pretty neat, and shovels are cool. Shovel Knight has one of these. It's awesome. The Stinger driver stands at about 6¼ inches taller, so next to the Jakks-Pacific Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog in 4-inch and 2.5-inch scales, the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jada Toys Mega Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran, and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jakks-Pacific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog, Homer Simpson, Collector's Edition Knuckles, and the Mattel Minecraft Movie Jack Black Steve, The Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, the SH Figuarts Yoshi, and the LEGO Bionicle Gift with Purchase Toa-Tahu. And now for the Stinger. The Stinger shares a lot of parts with the Vamp, so I'm not really going to touch all that much on this, other than that it looks like a hearse, and I kind of like that. It's pretty funny, but yeah, this is a good piece of machinery in plastic. I love these like blast doors. They're really cool, and they open up pretty well, like the gull wing doors from a certain car whose certain anniversary is certainly soon. I like that a lot. The little sort of slatted windows, almost like Venetian blinds, very nicely done, and on both sides it articulates and snaps in. Very well done. The front is a small chain ram bar, two little things you can position downwards if you want. I'd rather have that, as well as a lot of lighting on this, and a workable winch. Oh, look at this workable winch. Yes, yes. Oh, this is good. This is good. But this only makes me realize I neglected the one on the Vamp, and that makes me really sad. My apologies to the Vamp, you were a good boy, but yeah, this is still pretty cool. Getting it in there works well. The top is pretty similar to the Vamp, but just a lot of ports over here with stuff later on, and the top doesn't have a shielding. At least it's pretty cool. The inside has good seats, as well as a nice control panel in there. On the back we have a platform too for stuff, as well as a lot of wording on this thing, so let's go over all that, shall we? Beware, please ensure mechanics are not underneath the vehicle before start it. Oh my gosh. To unlatch, pull back on latch to unhook and release. Beware, please ensure mechanics are not underneath the vehicle before starting the vehicle. Yeah, duh. The Cobra logo over here, we have BWX not 4 with a big spider on there, as well as we have hot panel over there. Don't touch it. Turbo on one side, hot panel over here, Cobra logo over there. Same stuff, just yeah, the opposite side at least. Kind of whatever. The undercarriage is mostly gray. It looks nice, and I do like how this whole thing looks. I'm not sure if I like it better or worse than the Vamp, but I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, good thing there's instructions. Let's start building this thing. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. This stabby thing goes on the front, and I love it because it's a stabby thing. It doesn't fit as well as it probably should, but well enough at least. Very stabby. Look at it. It's cool. Next up, we got this cool engine block type piece that looks nice and fits on pretty well, I would think, from here. Come on, fit on. There we go. And if you're having problems just pressing it on there, just take the whole top off, then put it back on. But yeah, the engine interior is pretty nice. I like it better than the Vamp. And of course, it says beware of hot surface. To access turbo system, undo bolts, and remove cover plate, please refer to the owner's manual for maintenance of product. Where's the owner's manual? At the top, we have this plate over here that just fits on, clamps on really nicely. I love this. It really solidifies the vehicle, and there's some more reflective lights up here. Very nicely done on all fronts. The back also has this thing that you just rotate a little bit with these sort of metal bits on the inside over here, and then place that right up there. Where does it fit? Who knows? I don't know. But once you find a connection point and basically sort of screw it on, there are more connection points for these beautiful missiles. We have X-Not-4 on one side, as well as that's pretty much it for this one. And they all, I think, have the same kind of logo on there. I'm not sure what it means. If you know, let me know in the comments below. Placing them on is pretty simple. Just follow the holes and grooves, and you'll eventually get these things on and ready for some missile firing. And once you have them all on the correct way, you can swivel this all the way around and then rotate this to your heart's content. Very nicely done with this. It's pretty cool here, but kind of limited. And the set also comes with 6 different effects that really we don't need. If you have other sets, you already have these in the same exact colors. I don't see the point of these. And while having these effects here are really awesome looking, these effects are cool little cloud explosion things. These are good apologies for not including them with Bazooka, so if you have Bazooka, give these to him. And finally, spoiler alert, there is a spoiler you can place on here, and it fits really well. I like it a lot. There's even little pegs for the feet. That's great. And you can place the pegs into the feet of the driver and have him operate all the missiles, but what health insurance? You can also stick the driver in here, open the gull wing doors, Hal. I believe you can do that. There we go. Put him in there, kind of, hopefully, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Kind of mime him into a driving position and then close the door and forget about him forever, causing him to suffocate in the inky blackness of this car. And finally, putting on the wheels is a snap. Yay, it snapped this time. Looks really good. And just putting that on there. Yep, that's good for that. And the other side, placing the wheels on, works out well. This is a good car. Good boy. Oh yeah, yep, it can shock, yes. You can also place the shovel right over here, face down, clipping into that. That fits out pretty well. And the fire extinguisher, just taking this thing off real quick, clips right into here. They don't show this in the instruction manual, by the way, so yeah, it's good stuff to know. And with that, the Stinger is complete, looking really cool, and I gotta say, it's a nice piece, but in the end, to me, not as good as its predecessor, the Vamp. What a shame, what a shame. And here are the Stinger and the Vamp next to each other, and I do like how these look. However, I think I'm leaning a little bit more towards the Vamp for my taste. It just looks better, it has more stuff, and is cooler in every way. It's a little bit boring to me. The Stinger itself is about 14 inches long or so, 6 to 6¼ inches tall or so, and around 7 inches wide or so. All next to the driver. Overall, boring but practical. The Stinger driver is a nice figure done up in gray, black, and darker gray with nice hits of red that make the figure pop. Other than that, it's just your boring generic Cobra villain character that can be dispatched really easily, and honestly, I want some more panache to him. That'd be great. And while I have similar complaints with the Stinger, aside from the spiky front, the missiles on the back, and the gold doors that remind me of Back to the Future, this future here is shown as dystopian. The colors are very bland. It does look intimidating, but I find that it's just a cheap copy of the Vamp. So yeah, that one's better than this, honestly. So if you're a fan of drivers, Stingers, or the G.I. Joe Classified series, I honestly couldn't recommend this one over the Vamp. That one is so much better than this. Even if it does come with a lot of stuff, a lot of that stuff is repeats from previous figures, previous vehicles, previous accessories. This is just honestly kind of a cash-in, I hate to say. But make no mistake, the only thing that'll sting more here is the price tag. So what part of this set is your favorite? The driver or the Stinger itself? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.